Hello, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys, where we teach the little guy and girl how to utilize charts to manage their own trades and investments. What do I mean by the little guy and girl? Well, we just had two directives signed halting the implementation of a rule that requires financial advisors to act in the best interests of their client. Let that sink in a little bit. The big wigs on Wall Street can play with your retirement and hard-earned money without your best interests at heart. We currently have hundreds of members taking charge of their financial future, and we would love for you to come check out a free week with no credit card required to see if our services would be beneficial on your path to financial independence as well. What we offer, we have a separate course of over 5 hours in length on when to enter and exit positions. And in terms of what we do daily, we have nightly videos, key levels updated each morning before the bell, 2.5 hours of live daily webcam coverage in the morning and in the afternoon, and over 7 hours of educational videos. All of these links can be found in the description of this video. Come check us out. Thanks for watching. Let's get on to the technical analysis. Checking in on YELP GWPH PCLN NVDA TSLA on the daily and the weekly. So the YELP bulls formed a double bottom by a penny, 31.60 and 31.61, and bulls really responded to that level and closed up at the high of the day. So now we have a double bottom of support, and that's a much different scenario than you just have one level to be going off of. When you have one level to be going off of, one level of support on this downtrend, it's much easier to see lower highs and lower lows continue. But now we have a base of support. All the traders recognize that is the level for the bulls to defend, and we're looking for a green day tomorrow to confirm this bullish reversal candlestick. In order to break the lower high pattern on the daily time frame, the bulls have to get over 34 and 34.14 to break those lower highs after this double bottom, and we'll see if the bulls have momentum to do that. The weekly time frame defending against a bear flag confirmation yet again. We already saw one bear flag after a rejection from exponential resistance, and we now saw another couple rejections from exponential resistance. Almost got that confirmation, held that double low by 1 penny. So we're looking for some follow through to the upside, and we'll see if we can get it. And the stop loss level for all bulls is very clear, just below 31.60. GWPH still very weak on increasing bear volume for the second day in a row, and we don't have a lot of support at these levels. We're looking down at 114.37 and 112. In terms of resistance, 120.37 has to break for the bulls to take back control of this lower high, lower low pattern, but that volume is certainly not convincing, and we do have a close near the low of the day. So the bears are still in full control. After the back test and rejection from the middle Bollinger Band weekly resistance, we are seeing further downside. So the bears have been in control now for pretty much the past 2 months, and it's going to be up to the bulls to turn things around. Question is, at what point is that going to be? And if you've been looking for a long entry into GWPH, looking for some exposure in a more legitimate MJ name in the US, or I should say US-based trading here on the NASDAQ, so to speak, then you are scouting for a potential longer entry, and the must-hold support level is 107.10, and a stop-loss below that level would protect from further downside. That's the lowest price that we've hit since the 5-week breakout that we saw with big-time moves to the upside. So 107.10 is the absolute must-hold level, and the closer we get to approaching it, the less amount of risk we have when making a bullish entry. PCLN following the S&P 500 with a big green turnaround day. Bulls have to break 1788 to break the lower high pattern, and we've got key support at 1739 and 1733. So we held 1739. We did lose it by 66 cents, but that's not entirely convincing. And we're going to have to see if the bulls can confirm this reversal candlestick with some follow-through tomorrow. This weekly time frame is still extremely strong, holding exponential support and keeping the bulls in full control. We're pretty much just consolidating sideways the last 6 weeks, which the bulls will certainly take as the moving averages are catching up after we ran away from them with such strength. NVDA, we were looking for a bullish reversal candlestick today if the S&P 500 bulls showed up, because we were looking for some correlation there, and we knew 95.17 was the must-hold support level on the weekly time frame, and we were looking for the bulls to hold that level if the S&P 500 bulls showed up. Well, that happened, and the NVDA bulls showed up in a big way. They closed at the high of the day. They broke the high of the last 3 days. Resistance is 100 psychological and then 163. Bulls still need a green day tomorrow to confirm this big time reversal candlestick. The weekly time frame at that must hold level, 95.17, a higher low at 95.49, and we'll see how much follow through the bulls can get to the upside. We've seen 2 bullish reversal candlesticks in the past couple of weeks with no confirmation, but now we're above exponential resistance that had been driving the price to the downside, and the bulls are looking a lot stronger today than they have really at any point in the last 3 weeks. Weekly time frame, bullish reversal candlestick this week. We'll see if the bulls can hold that up. Tesla inside bar today with a tightening range compared to Thursday's wide range after all of that volatility on the tweet and the bullish action and the short squeeze that was going on. Support is 298.68. A break of that level will be bearish, and we'll be looking at 295.30. Resistance is 304, and break that level, we're looking up at 307.39 and 308.45. So the bulls are still holding on here, and a little bit of a lower wick with bulls buying that dip. Question is going to be, which direction are we going to break tomorrow from this tightening range? Weekly time frame was a bearish reversal candlestick, a hanging man last week. We are going to have to pull back and break 295.30 in order to convincingly confirm that bearish reversal candlestick on the weekly time frame. So that's what we've got heading into tomorrow. PCLN NVDA have some of the most momentum for the bulls to the upside. Looking to see what YELP can do to turn things around, try and break that downtrend. I appreciate you watching. We'll see you tomorrow.